Hi, it's Graham Healy, and I'm just continuing the tutorial series on the Jung Do syllabus. Now, I've just grabbed my little bit of paper here, and we're going to go through, last time I went through Ki Bon, so I went through the basics, Saju Bunga, Saju Guange, Saju Bangek, which is your basic defences to start with, and then we went through Ki Bon tool, which is the first pattern, which means a beginning. And now, as you go from Ki Bon tool to Green Belt, Danjun tool. So I'll go through Danjun tool, and then we'll do kicks and that's involved in that. And later on, I'll go to Bhar Ah tool and York Man tool. So I'll go all the way up to that. So we'll cover a bit of territory. So okay, Bhar Ah tool. This is beginning position here. Right, I'll just move back so that we're in the right area. Now, these will all be done. I've got them on the website a little bit sort of more powerful, but I just want to get the actual techniques and explain it as we go in this particular area. So we start here, which is Danjun, which is centre of energy, and low block to the left. There, all right? Now, punch to the chest. Now we turn around, inner forearm, behind, that way, right? Punch to the piltrum, boom, that way. Step back, and raising block this way, spear finger, that way. Step in and rotate around, and I'll do this the other way in a second. Outer forearm block, and then we come across and back fist. Now my back is back to you, but what happens there is I'll just change around here. We go outer forearm block, so it comes from here, outer forearm block, and then across, back fist. Right? Knife hand guard, reverse knife hand. If you can see that, I'm out of the picture a little bit. Reverse knife hand. Reverse it this way, come in, chop, up this way, knife hand guard, turn in, slide in elbow, right, you slide in elbow. Now, from there you cross over, and I'll do it this way, from here, cross over, step in, elbow strike. Right, so now I'll do it facing this way. They'll turn around and face it the other way so you can see the both angles, hopefully. So okay, Danjun. These are also on the DVDs, but so that you've got a little bit of an idea. Done a little bit more slowly. Okay, here, one, low block. Forearm, midsection punch, chest level. Outer forearm blocking, outer forearm block. Piltrum strike, here, raising, spear finger, step in, outer forearm block. I'll do it the other way so you can see it as well. Across the face, back fist, step back, knife hand guard, step in, reverse knife hand, right? So I'm in the picture there, reverse knife hand, step in, reverse it the other way, chop to the neck, here, up to the ceiling, or rather raising block knife hand, step in, slide in, across, step up, elbow strike. Right, now I'll do that in reverse, so I've got my back facing to you, so it's like Danjun, so you can see both angles. One, low block, punch, chest level. Two, outer forearm, inner forearm blocking outwards. 3, piltrum. 4, raise. 5, spear finger, eye level. Now you'll see that turning around that way. Reverse knife hand, so you can see that there. Reverse it the other way. Chop, chop upwards. Step in, elbow strike. Cross the face, elbow. So hopefully I've done that in 2 directions, and we'll go through some kicks in a second. Now, the base kicks for green belt, or as I get the bit of paper out again so we can make certain we get everything correct. Jung Green Belt. So you go key bond to green. So green belt, Jung is the pattern that goes for blue tip, and then it's Bhar Ah that goes for blue. Yorkman that sort of zigzags down the page a little bit. So, okay, the two kicks you learn at this level, you've already done front kick, but you learn to do it with the front leg, back leg. Basically, I teach that in the first level anyhow. But then you've got turning kick. So remember, front kick is a front snap kick. So when you snap it, you keep your knees high, high, nice and high. So front one, back, back. So these are up under the groin kicks, snapping kicks. So when you see it side on, if I get it side on front, the knees are held high, and each kick, you've got that feel to it. Now with turning kick, at this level, the hardest, really hard kick to learn really is full turn kick, as versus a half turn kick. So here we go, full turn kick. How I teach it anyhow is you do it in stages. You do static stretching, all this sort of thing. But to get the full turn, I'll show you step by step. So here, knee comes up and my hand goes up here. So you notice the knee, this knee comes up at 90 degrees. So here, up, 90, get your balance, and back. Keep crouched, up, 90 degrees, and back, right? So when you actually do that, the hand positions are like this. So this travels across to your shoulder, the opposite shoulder. This hand swings out opposite to the kick. So when you do it again, so we just do a little bit slowly to start with. 1, 90 degree slice, 2, 90 degree slice, 3, right? Now we'll just a little bit more power. Here, 1. See that hand across here? 2. Hand across here. 3. Hand across here. So the same on either side, but you do that lead up. There, just practice here. 1, 2, 3. Get that right first, then the kick with the full scissors action. Now, half turning kick, of course, doesn't require such a wide stance as full turn, because full turn you've got to be wide and stand down in your stance. And to do that, you may use something like step through on the side and strike the opponent kicking this way or punching that way, so you sidestep them, catch them with the turn kick, the knee, or the full turn kick. Now the half turn kick is the knee just goes up at about 30 degrees, 30, 45, 30, probably more accurately it's 30. So here it's just like you bring the knee up towards the opposite shoulder. 2, bring the knee, hands sort of in the same position except they're down, the opposite where the direction of the knee is. 3, there, knee. So as you notice this hand's down, but it's parallel to the direction of the knee. 4, knee up, keep crouch, but the stance is slightly shorter because it's closed in. It's not quite as wide, or it's not the full 90 degree angle, because most full turning kicks are done at 90 degrees, so they're waist level normally. Well, the most powerful ones are. Some guys have really flexible hips where they can turn in and out, and they can do a full turn kick to the jawline, and what determines whether it's full or whatever is actually the angle of the foot. So if the foot hits at 90, like there, at 90, that's classified as a full turn. If the foot hits at about 30 to 45, say jawline, that's a half turn is what we're doing now. So again, the knee up, that's half turn. Now, as we extend the foot, we hit with the ball of the foot, not the flat of the foot. A lot of people hit with the flat of the foot. That's all right in a soft area, I suppose, but it puts the anterior tibialis, which is the main muscle protecting your shin, it puts it in a drop-down position where it's not in a tense position. So in a tense position, the foot is pulled up and the anterior tibialis is actually contracted, right? So that's how we do our kicks anyhow, you know. So, okay, so, and I won't go into all the physiological reasons for it, even though I've done 6 years of med science, but we'll leave that out of it in this video. So here, we're just going up, right, a little bit slower, 2 knee, 3, 4, and, right, so the knee determines the kick. Then what I do is, okay, kicks are one thing. I cover it with punching. So it'll be, for me, it'll be left, right, and when the right hand goes across, it sets that kick up. So it'll be here. Just watch it again. Here, left, right, and follow. Notice the hand comes up the shoulder again, and I'll tell you why in a second. So here, 1, 2, 3. One more time. Here. Now, why my hand positions, apart from balance? Because you see, most guys that I see, they always, because they haven't done boxing like I have, they're not conscious of their hands, so they let them fly anywhere, right? Well, that's bad news all round. So, if I go 1, 2, 3 and I come down, the hands are already there, they're up again. And you could do low half turning, turn it into a side or whatever. So those hand positions are not only for balance, but when you come down out of the kick, your hands are up, especially when you're doing back kicks and things like that. Guys do back kicks and they drop their hands down, where for me, I always follow through a back kick with a back fist to keep the hands up. The other main drill that we do at green belt level is front kick, full turning and combination. So I'll just do that one. So here we go, front, full turn, front snap, full turn, front snap, full turn, 90 degrees, slice it. So front snap, full turn. Right, now breathing's very important. It's got that with everything, even the blocks. The blocks really drive from the shoulder. The chops drive from the shoulder, not just an arm, right? So it's actually hip, shoulder, chop, hip, shoulder, punch, hip, knee, extension of the foot, ball of the foot, heel of the foot. A lot of people just do what I call knee kicks. They poke the knee out. But we've got to involve the glute muscles, especially in side kicks, but side kicks I'm not going into at the moment. So, okay, green belt, Dan Jung, the pattern. Now, Just a reminder, the patterns are not the be all and end all. It's the individual techniques. So, you know, you might be practicing this one, so you practice back again. And when we're blocking, by the way, I know traditionally if you have built up that forearm on a Makiwama board, you could possibly hit the inside of someone's shin, I suppose. But we do that just to keep the whole body actually in sync with the twist, right? But for me personally, I always palm it for low block. So I palm the low block and probably don't put as much drive as I would in a pattern, but it teaches you hip twist. You know, the hip twist, boom. The hip twist, bang. The hip twist, the hip twist, the hip involved, boom, like that, right? And you got to remember that the overall philosophy of Jung Do, apart from, you know, peace and harmony, all the rest of it, mind, body, spirit, is one hit strikes. So when I say one hit strikes, I'm not talking about you think that the thing you're going to get rid of an attacker per se with one hit. You won't, but you train like you will. So it could be, you know, kick, punch, punch, front kick, lead leg, front kick, punch, punch. You do that 1,000 times and you've got instant reflex. That is how we focus our training, all right? It's that's how the Grandmaster, he's still like that at 82. You know, boom, you snap your fingers and bang, his kicks have got you. So that explosive power and focused on strike, bit like, I call it a steel trap. Okay, I hope that helps for the green belt level, and I hope that pattern, I'll put that pattern together. The next one up, we'll go to blue tip, which is Bhar Ah. Okay, thank you very much. Graham Healy back here again. Now, the next level up, we're going from green belt to blue tip, and that pattern is Bhar Ah, right? Bhar Ah, you know. So the start of Bhar Ah is like this, and the main focal kick for Bhar Ah is side kick. Now, side kick, this is a little bit of a challenge, I suppose, because you've got side kick off the back leg, you've got side kick off the front leg, you've got how to set up for side kick, how the hip movements are, and all this sort of thing. And our side kicks are all basically done heel strikes. So even the front, the side kick off the front leg, even though it's faster. And then of course I've incorporated a bit of extra stuff where I call it the flick and kick. You'll see a few videos of the old Bruce Lee move to backhander, then do the side kick. So with side kick, and I'll get into the pattern after this, I'll do the kicks first. So you've done front kick, you've done turning kick, you've done full turning kick, you've done half turning kick, you've done front kick off the back and front leg. You've done the kicks in 4 directions, so we do them in 4 directions. So, you know, like for instance, front kick, you know, you keep the knee high, bang, and then you bang, block, boom, and then bang, block. And it sort of serves as all different directions to make you not just think of one direction all the time, okay? Now, I'll repeat in every one of these videos that the patterns themselves, the Grandmaster's not really, even though we do patterns, his main focus is individual technique. So, by that, I mean, when he was, like, I've trained personally with him, right? So I know how he trains. And he trains like this. He will take one kick, like his side kicks are just phenomenal, right? Or twist kicks are pretty damn good too. You know, well, they're all good that he does, but anyway. He will do the particular kick 1,000 times. Even with spinning kicks, back when he started in Korea, he just kept at them and at them and at them until you just snap your fingers and boom, he's got you with it. That's what we're doing. So, you know, we don't get lost in patterns, and, you know, we're not doing tournaments and we're not doing pattern competitions. You know, I see there's a place for that, I suppose. But what happens to me, it's like it gets, I suppose we'll look at a martial art. Now, I'm not putting any other martial arts down or anything, but the pattern should be at the end of the continuum, where the skills and drills are at the forefront. So even though we do patterns, we focus on the skills and drills as the number one thing. So, for instance, side kick. Side kick must be consolidated. Even though we're doing non-contact, no tournaments and what have you, but we consolidate those kicks on the bags and shields. And I'm an ex-boxer, so you know my father was Queensland State champion, and he consolidated his boxing techniques for a full 12 months, 2 years actually, 2 years before he had his first fight. So what I'm saying, if those who go into competition, they know that someone who's done the foundational skills and drills and basics first, and repeated 1,000, 100,000 times, then they go into a competitive field, say it's boxing, or it may be MMA, or it might be full contact kickboxing, or whatever. So, you know, the fighter will always go, not that I'm pushing that angle, but I'm just describing it because I've been there with the boxing myself. The fighter will always go 100% better if you've laid the foundation right to start with, and I'm talking about the basics. So with Jung Do, you know, we're not doing competition, we're just doing solid basics, but the same principles apply. The same principles apply like as if, you know, I was in the boxing gym again and just training bag work, you know, shadow sparring, all that. We do a bit of light sparring and stuff like that, but we're consolidating and consolidating the muscle memory all the time. So with Jung Do, you're consolidating, there's a little bit of water going through one of these pipes here if you hear that, consolidating the basic techniques continuously. And that's the level we leave it at. So we leave it at the level that, okay, you've got a good side kick, you practice on the focus mitts, you practice on the bags, a hammer, 1,000 times, then whew, it's like a samurai sword, right? That's where we're coming from. So, okay, to do the side kick appropriately, we're just going to take it up to here, there, right, and back. So I use my fingers to touch the heel. So one up, touch the heel, that's it. Two up, touch the heel, the knees slightly down. Three up, touch the heel. One eye looking over the top. Okay, so then when we execute it, it's a bum heel kick. So it's not the knee out, throwing the leg like that. It's a bum heel kick. So here, heel. This hand is consolidated here, like that. Elbow pointing, right? Or sometimes the hand will be out. Here. Here. Up. And here. Bum heel's the best way I can. The glute is what controls the side kick, okay? So here, we're up here. Touch the heel, that's just to practice that. I've got static practices we do on a chair. So here, touch the heel, there it is, and when we go through, it's the same cocked position with the kick. One, again, two, again, three, again. Okay, so we'll see if we can do it side on so we can see it side on here. I'll probably use this angle here. One. Remember, it's got to be cocked and held back. Two. Right, so the foot comes back, remains cocked. Three. There. Then you place it down. Don't lose control of that kick. You're here, you might be able to kick again. It might be a snap kick. Now, off the front leg, what I do is I teach the traditional way to do it and set the leg up first. So we do the full hip twist first, and then you do the shortened version. So the full hip twist is you're bringing it leg like so. So here, There. More side on. Here. So this foot is parallel to the ground. The knee is about 45, right? So front on, that's, you're ready for doing a low section front side kick. So when it's here, you're in that cocked position, then you rotate the hip, right? The hip rotates and you think heel, heel to bum, heel to glute, heel to glute. Here, there, boop, boop. There. Here, are you ready? Right? Knee strike, thigh strike. Here, right? Midsection. Here, so here it is. Turn it, rotate it, and back. Okay, so it's rotation. Now, of course, you're not going to, in reality, set yourself before you do that strike. That's to teach you to get that hip twisting. You do the shortened version, which is basically what I call the knee stab. And the shortened versions are it's less hip twist, but it's just as deadly. So you make up for speed what you don't go through the whole thing. You do about 75% of that. So for here, it's here. Now, so here. See, it's like a here. Now, or looking over here. Here. Now, here. We're here, there, watching. Right, you with it? So that's, you've got side kick off the back leg. Now the height of the side kick, usually 90 degrees is the most powerful side kick. You can do the higher ones if you like, yes. You know, you can come up here and focus higher. You know, chin level maybe, chin level. But importantly, make certain that when you do execute the side kick, you hold it before you put it down, because you can be ready to do any other kick and the hands are up here. Don't do side kick, boom, and drop your hands the other way. Okay. Now, one other one that's very, very handy for back leg side kicks, and it's in one of the other patterns, YJD, is left-right side kick, but you've got to step sideways. So when you're here, you go left, right, you cover that side kick, and there, you see? So here, it's here. 1, 2, and as I throw that punch, this foot's stepping to disguise it. So I'm stepping around them. Here, this foot comes in, and there, you see? Just back a bit so you can see that. I've gone here, there. As I've thrown the left this way, I could hit the hands or whatever. I'm setting up and disguising that back leg kick. The back leg kicks must be set up with either a front stab kick or some punching or backhanders or whatever. So here, boom, there. The right hand goes through, right, slow motion, kick. So the normal speed would be normal speed with power, not flicky. Power, power. Again. And of course by boom, boom, you have them moving back, right? Okay. Now the final one's flick and kick, which is what I call Enter the Dragon Bruce Lee. So flick and kick is I'm here, I'm very light on this foot, and I come in with the backhander to strike at the hands or the face, getting them to pull back. So when I do that, it's here. Yeah? It's a front leg side kick, but the lead is a deception. It's a trap. You trap and lead. So here, yeah. Here, side on. You're disguising it. You could be boxing, you know, boom, 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 and then you go into a slap. You're boxing this way, boom, you know, bang, 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 and then you get, boom, boom. You see what I mean? So here, Again, shouldn't drop your hands. Here, bang, bang. Huh? You got it? Okay, so that's flick and kick, lead leg, bang, side kick, back leg, side kick. Here, camber up. Here, traditionally, set yourself, turn the hip for a low lead leg side kick, and then just lead leg side kick, just that jab one. Okay, hope that helps. We'll come up with the pattern. I'm Healy again. Now, for blue tip to blue belt is Bhar Ah tool. You know, when the seed sprouts basically. So it's here, centre of energy sprouts, and then York Marm's here, you know, reaching for the sky. So, you know, the patterns actually mean their personal development phases. So that's how we look at it. It's like character development stuff. Okay, so Bhar Ah tool, and I'll do it in a couple of different directions. Of course, it's on the video, and I've done a faster version, but I just want to break it down. So for the what am I thinking of? For the tuition side, that's the word I'm thinking of. All right, okay, had a little seniors moment there. Okay, now we start like this, and we drop in to guard block. Now front kick, double punch, boom, bang, bang, and then step in here, guard block here. You can see there. You're setting up for side kick, and you go guard, guard. So side kick off the back leg, camber, boom, there, guard, guard. Now front turning, front turning. So here, front, full turn, boom, at 90 degrees, step down, front, full turn, bah, 90 degrees. Now from here, I'm going to block. Now, I'll do this in reverse as well. Then it's front kick, double punch, step back, guard. So you're ready for side kick again. So here you camber up, side kick, block, block, front kick, full turn, front kick, full turn, guard. Oh, sorry, round here, guard. Step in, double punch. Right, now I'll do it facing that way so that you can see both angles, right? Okay, please excuse my back. Okay, I've started like that. So here, guard, front, double punch, turn around, get ready for side kick. Here, side, block, block, front, double punch, you start again, front, double punch, reverse around, side kick, block, block, front turning, one, bar, full turn, bar, full turn, guard, step out, double punch, boom, and when you're back here, you'll never be back in the same position you were in the first place. You're always off a few paces, right? Okay, hope that helps. Okay, back again. Now, I'm tying all that together. I'll just get my bit of paper again. And I don't know where to put my glasses. Where are they? Oh, here they are. Okay, so now that we've gone green tip, which is keybond tool, front snap kick, green belt, which has got front snap kick and turning kick, and then as you go from Danjun to blue tip, you've got Bhar Ah tool, which is side kick and turning kick. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do those kicks in the 4 directions, just to show you. I'm not going to do them super hard or anything, but well, I might do. Yeah, I'll think about that. So 4 directional front kick. So here we go. We've got the block, and what I want you to do is get the technique. So the knee comes up really high, and you're kicking. Just imagine you're kicking up under the chin, but it's actually a groin snap kick. 1 and your block. So when you do that kick, the block is, notice my feet are up here, like that. So when I'm doing that, this way, you watch it, I'm here, and I twist into it. You see, so when I strike with this forearm, it ain't just putting your hands there. I'm actually up, there like that, you know. So each, in four directional front kick, the blocking techniques, you can do them full power. The other kicks, you've just got to place the hands because they aren't positioned. By doing the kicks, you can't position the full block as well. Yeah. So we just do that again, noting what I just showed you. So here, kick, get ready to block, there, kick, get ready to block, bang, kick, get ready to block, kick, get ready. So that gives you an idea, that forward block, bang, it's not just hands, it's a whole hip twist. And you start with doing this in the class, so you know, hip twisting. Very important, I teach that all the time, hip twist, hip twist, hip twist. Okay, so now, four directional full turn kick, which is at 90 degrees, and you really can't do power blocks with that, so you just place the hand. So we're here ready, here, full turn, full turn, full turn, full turn, right, and you're doing the other direction. Now, side kick. So here, off the back leg, here, camber up, and drop, get ready. 2, and drop, get ready. 3, drop, get ready. 4, drop, get ready. Okay, that's the four direction. Then we go, after that, twist kick, back kick, etc. Okay, hope that helps.